I have been waiting for more news about this show for a while now. And my God, we finally got a release date for the upcoming Velma Scooby-Doo show. My God, a show that is just Mindy Kaling utilizing the a bastardization form of Scooby-Doo characters to tell some weird convoluted story of how they all got together and how they started and the underappreciated version of Velma, somebody who was never appreciated. Yeah. That whole thing that is honestly just Mindy Kaling telling her life story. Let's be real. Velma, Scooby-Doo's adult spin-offs, HBO Max release date announced. Mindy Kaling's adult and okay, we're just getting tired of that. Okay. Updated take on Scooby-Doo. Well, no. It's an updated take on Velma, and it's just Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling as Mindy Kaling will launch very soon. According to TV Line, Mindy Kaling, Mindy Kaling, I'm going to call it, will premiere Thursday, January 12th, 2023. And my God, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to review it. I'm going to review this show. I'm going to sit here and suffer through every single episode so that you guys don't have to. On HBO Max. No release schedule for the series was announced alongside the debut date. I wonder if it's all coming out at once. Just get it on there, because a lot of this, again, Mindy Kaling show, although they're going to try to say, hey, it was Warner Brothers Discovery who decided this. Hey, it was David Zaslav who signed off on this. No, this is another old regime story. This is another thing from the old regime. Warner Brothers Discovery, when Mindy Kaling first came out, was kind of just getting to the swing of things. Things were first starting to get canceled. So by saying, hey, this is a David Zaslav production, no, this is old regime stuff that was just too far in development. And also, a lot of people are wondering, why aren't they canceling more of these shows? I think some of it is they just want to get some sort of money out of them, because Warner Brothers is also in a huge amount of debt. So they got to try to get something. So even though this show's probably going to bomb, and what they say will probably show how they're going to succeed, I don't think that's a comparable version of anything here. But I think that's why the show's continuing. They can't cancel it. They're just trying to get what they can out of it. Velma is an adult animated comedy series. How many times do they have to say that? Seriously, I've read that like 5 different times. Telling the original story of Velma Dinkley. No, it's telling the original story of Mindy Kaling. The unsung and underappreciated brains of the Scooby-Doo mystery inking. No. For crying out loud, no. She was not the unsung and underappreciated character. She was very appreciated. She had her own storylines in several different Scooby-Doo series. If you actually paid attention or took the time to do any modicum of research, she was a very developed, very interesting, very charismatic character that was brainy. You just don't know these characters. So don't come around here and try to say, well, she was the unsung hero. It was always Fred and Velma that were idolized. No, they all had their own strengths and weaknesses. You dumb individual. The official synopsis of the show reads, wait, this is the official synopsis. My God. The first Velma teaser also featured a Scream parody. Oh, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to this. But we're going to go to the YouTube segment here in a bit. In addition to the office star Kaling voicing the titular detective, the cast of Velma. Why did I say cast? Cast of Velma. Why is this two different freaking... includes Glenn Horton, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, as Fred Jones. Yeah, that's the only white guy. Let's just prepare. And I don't mean that in the sense of, hey, it's the only white guy, like the thing. I'm meaning the dedication to the source material, things of that nature. Fred's the only character that kind of looks like Fred, but I'm willing to bet he's going to be the dumb white dude that is just a moron. Constance Wu, Crazy Rich Asians, as Daphne Blake, who mom and dad don't exist anymore. It's going to be two lesbians. She's going to be an adopted daughter, and she's going to be having issues dealing with her Asian side, with her Asian heritage, while being a daughter of two lesbians. That was actually a leak from a while back. And Sam Richardson, Veep, as Norville Shaggy Rogers. Mind you, they're going to mention Frank Walker here, the voice of Scooby and Fred. But Scooby is not set to be in the show. Scooby will not be in the Velma show because they thought it was too kid-ish to have a talking dog. It was too childish. That was an exact quote from the creators of the show. Not just Mindy, the other creators. Frank Walker, the longtime voice of Scooby-Doo and Fred, is also involved with the series, though his exact role has not yet been announced. Yeah, no Scooby, though. Man, no Scooby in a Scooby-Doo show. Well, it's a Velma show, but, talking dogs can't be in an adult animated comedy series. It's too childish. Gross, for fuck's sake. Getting to voice this iconic character in her first ever original story is a dream come true, and not just because it requires literally zero time and hair and makeup. Kaling said of Velma in May at Warner Brothers. It was not Warner Brothers Discovery at the time. It was Warner Brothers upfront event. And also, you've hopefully noticed by now, my Velma is South Asian. And if people freak out about that, I don't care. No one's imagination ever had a problem with a talking dog solving mysteries. That's not the frickin' point. That wasn't the point brought up. The point is when you start changing these small things that honestly shouldn't matter, it starts pointing towards, hey, you don't care about these characters. Hey, you're utilizing these characters in wrong ways. The reason why we point out, hey, she's not Velma, she's you. She's an insert literally of you, is because you don't like Velma. You're just utilizing her to put yourself forward. Velma was a unique character in her own way that had her own storylines, that had her own being. But hey, what's the point of actually caring about these characters? So a brown Velma is fine. That's not the point. The point is you don't even care. When you say something like, so a brown Velma is fine, that tells me that you don't care about Velma. Somebody, Mindy, darling, Mindy. When I went over some of your quotes from before, and honestly, one of my largest videos ever, you straight up said that you cared about this character, yet you're changing her to fit your own needs. You don't care about this character. You don't identify with this character. You're just using her to say your own BS. For crying out loud. I think we can handle it That's not the point. In any case, you won't want to miss this, coming to HBO Max. Oh, I'm going to suffer through it for all of you, and I'm going to do reviews of it every Friday. I will take the time and review the show to the bitter end because it's coming. And now they just talk about all the different stars that are going to be in it. From Velma, from the Velma series, from Jane Lynch, Wanda Sykes, Russell Peters, and so on and so forth. And I don't care about any of these people because they're just all trying to say, hey, we're going to have a bunch of these superstars coming in. Hey, we're going to have a bunch of these superstars, Ming Na Wen. We're going to have Weird Al Yankovic. Yay, Weird Al. Yeah, you're going to have all these cool people, I don't really care. I don't care about superstars. I care about stories. And from what I'm seeing right now, Debbie Ryan. I actually do like Debbie Ryan, though. Well, for other reasons. Anyways, for what we're seeing about this show, nobody likes it. In fact, before we come down to the end, nobody wants this when I show you how much people hate the show and the like to dislike ratio. Now, this is not an exact science, mind you, but enough to point out that more people dislike the show than like it. And then you go through several of these quotes. I love the part where Velma makes it clear that the writers hate us. Yeah. I love that they took a character we care about and made them someone we don't. Truly inspiring. It's almost character development. Man, I love that this I love the parts. I really love the parts. That thing that happened because of Rings of Power? Yeah, I love that that's going around. To finish this all off in just a small little part, an original and humorous spin to that unmasks the complex and colorful past of one of America's most beloved mystery solvers. What? No, you're completely rewriting her past. You're completely changing the character to make it Mindy Kaling. Remember, this is the Mindy Kaling show. This isn't the Velma show. Velma, with further HBO Max journey into adult animation following the incredible success of Harley Quinn, and according to showrunner Charlie Grandy, there's even a possibility of a crossover between Velma and Harley Quinn. Well, here's the problem. Harley Quinn is a completely different character. Now, Harley Quinn is a very overused character, very, very annoying character, but Harley Quinn and the Harley Quinn show is a very different situation. You are dealing with a overused Forever 21. No, not Forever 21. I'm trying to think about what it was. That emo play store. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Forever 21, stuff like that. You're dealing with a character that's just been overhyped, overproduced, put everywhere, is on par with Deadpool and just how insane what they do. It's just insanity. And trying to say, well, the Harley Quinn show was a success. I'm willing to bet the Velma show will be because it's in we're making it a similar style. But no, Scooby-Doo is a completely different franchise, different tone, different individuals, and Velma has now completely changed. We are dealing with apples and oranges here. We are not dealing with apples and apples or oranges and oranges. These are two different things altogether. They're just animated. That's how you're trying to make them similar. No. With all this being said, I can't wait for January 12th. This is going to be such an awful time. And hopefully it actually, God, if it's good, bravo, Mindy Kaling, for making the Mindy Kaling show, because I will not be calling this the Velma show. If it's funny, it's funny. But it's not Velma. That's the point. You're making the Mindy Kaling show. Even when we take a look at the show, we take a look at the Velma that you are. Man, let me pull it back just a smidge. That sure looks like Velma. I remember Velma, being short, being fat. Man, that's sure Velma. All that being said, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.